Okay, the Acura TL made by Honda in disguise. And I'm going to be telling you the truth about this thing. And no, it's not hungry. It already had breakfast. The hood's already open. Okay, so it's got the nice halogen headlights. It's got a good chrome system on the front. And typical for an Acura is it's got no rust anywhere. It's got no rust anywhere. Oh no, something's wrong with it. Well, it's an Acura. That's what's wrong with it. It's meant to last forever, unlike a crappy Chevy product. Okay? Right? Look at those wheels. Yeah, those are 14 years old. Look at those wheels. Look at the head tail lights. Not fogged. Hey, look, it's not a Nissan. It's not all rusty there. Okay? Look at those taillights. Still working, baby. And it's not like a Hyundai where they just where they have issues where water builds up in them. They work. Okay, and you're gonna think that I'm a Ghostbuster when I tell you how many miles are on this thing. Okay? Fasten driver's side seatbelt. No, you're not in charge of me. That is 75,311 miles on a 14-year-old car. And shut the radio off so we don't get any copyright, right? And you go and put it in gear, right? It doesn't shake a hair. It does not shake a hair, baby. Put it in drive, doesn't shake a hair one bit. Put it in sport mode, doesn't shake a hair one bit. Now, say this was an old Pontiac, right? Let me tell you one thing. Those mounts would be shot to hell. Okay? And you can see you got the Bluetooth system, hands-free link. Don't buy a Nissan. Okay? And as usual, the engine sounds perfect in this thing. The e-brake works perfectly in this thing. It's got all the modern vents, things that you need. They all work because it's an Acura. Right, let's see. Horn works. The clock spring isn't shot like a Nissan, right? Oh my God, look, the glove box works. And it's got an auxiliary input. Back in the day, in 2010, that's how you used to play your Taio Cruz Dynamite. This thing's got a huge trunk. You could fit a Titanic in this one. It's got nice lines on it, and this is only a $14,000 car with 30 years of life left. It's shining its headlights on me. It's telling me to watch out because it's got so much life in it, it could just keep going and going. Oh, better move out of the way so it just keeps driving. All-wheel drive system, and before I get carried away, the Honda engine that's in this is oh, look, it's shutting its door too. It's a Tesla. It might work right. Well, it does. It's an Acura, right? So the engine that's in this thing is a 3.7 liter Honda engine. It's not the 3.5 because the 3.5s were taken out of these things in 2006. This is a 9, so this is different, right? And the 2006s didn't have all-wheel drive, right? Okay, well, what people might say, oh, don't buy an Acura. Don't buy an Acura, or don't buy an Acura that's this old, right? Well, if it disguises itself into a Chevy Malibu, then you say that. Well, I wouldn't be afraid to buy this thing and drive it to California and to Hawaii back and make sure I got a good wrap for it on the way home from Hawaii. I mean, these things just last. I mean, they last. I mean, there ain't no rust underneath it. There ain't no rusty exhaust pieces anywhere. This thing's just notorious just to keep going and going and going. And it smokes a tiny bit on a cold day. What a car, baby. What a car. And you can't even tell me, like, it's got 14 years on it. And it's not rusted, and it's only got 75,000 miles on it. Let me tell you one thing. Go to Acton Ford in Acton, Massachusetts, and buy this thing before it's too late, because it's about to get sold like hotcakes. And with it only being 14,000 miles with the good 5-speed automatic that's in all sorts of Hondas. Now, some of the old Hondas had a different transmission, but it was still a 5-speed automatic like the Accords. But that automatic that was in those Accords had more sloppier linkage as they got older, right? Okay, this one's got stronger linkage and has a sport mode, so this is a transmission that's meant to be driven. Okay? And you know what we are going to do? We are going to test out that sound system a little bit. Hey, look, Dory's driving itself. All right? So let's test out that sound system a little bit. Bad Dory for driving herself somewhere. All right? So I do want to ask one quick thing on a more serious note. Do I have permission, Hot 96.9, to be using your radio station? And if I could work this thing. Okay. Come on. I guess I got Hot 105.7's permission. Hopefully they'll give it to me. See what it can do. Those speakers aren't blown, baby. Those speakers are not blown. Let me tell you one thing. They ain't blown. Many scores of Toyota products I've been in that those speakers sound like boom, 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 boom. And these sound normal. These sound 100% normal. They just keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going. Well, shut off the rocket ship, part 2. And there it goes. This car's got plenty of life left in it.